Yeah, good evening, everyone. Uh, Happy to be back again, and happy new week to everybody. So, this evening, I'll be, sharing some of my experiences with us based on what I've, witnessed so far, so good. You know, for the time being, for the time I've spent in this my new location, currently in the UK. Yeah, you know, Yoruba people used to say that. Uh, when you find yourself in a new location, you have to behave like those people. So they say if you are in Rome, you behave like Romans. If you are in Russia, you have to behave like Russia. So the same thing is applicable to everyone. If you find yourself in a new location, you have to, acclimatize yourself to that new location. So that is why adaptability is very, very key when talking about moving to another location. Maybe you just found a job, another job, in a different state, in another country. You need to learn to adapt and acclimatize yourself with the norms of that new environment that you've just moved into. This will allow you to be able to settle down easily and integrate into the culture of such an environment. So for me, coming over here, coming with Nigerian mentality, it's a kind of something that uh, brings about a kind of something to struggle with. Something happened recently. I was at work and it was time for us to, observe our break, during lunchtime. I was, at the canteen. I wanted to, order for my food and start eating. So I told the chef, I said, oh, okay. She asked me what would I like to eat, and I told her this. She was like, oh, you are so rude. Why you did not even say please? Why, ordering for your food? You did not even say please after ordering for your food. Just say, oh, give me this, without putting please, after placing your order. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, that is, their basic way of living over here. So that is what prompted me, to want to share some of my experience, what is obtainable back in Nigeria that is not obtainable here. Back in Nigeria, it is not compulsory for you to, put please at the back of every sentence that you say. So that is why I will title this session as culture shocks in the UK. So I think this will be part one. I will just discuss a few of them, and later I'll come back, to share some other perspectives or some other things that I've found, you know, as a shock to me. So the first thing I'm going to make reference to is saying sorry. Saying sorry for something that you did not cause. Back in Nigeria, most especially, Nigeria is my country where I come from. Anything, maybe somebody you are working together with somebody in the office, and your colleague, your colleague just maybe sneeze or maybe just coughed. So definitely you as somebody, a colleague, you say sorry, and that is what is obtainable back in Nigeria. We say sorry to that person, say, oh, sorry. Or somebody is just walking along the street and hit his or her leg on a stone or on something. Oh, you say sorry to that person. Or maybe you are the dining, eating together, and maybe somebody that you are eating with just got choked by the food, or something happened and the person starts to cough. you know so the first thing that you are going to say is, oh, sorry about that. So those are some of the things we were exposed to back in Nigeria. But over here, if you are, in that kind of scenario or situation with somebody and you say sorry, it, it will look white to them. They will be like, oh, why are you saying sorry? Are you the one who caused it? So over here, I have to struggle. I have to struggle to get adapted to that kind of situation. You know, one day I was in the office with one of my colleagues, and she printed a particular document, and the document didn't come out very well, so it looked so blurred. I said, oh, so she was now complaining, oh, I have to print this document over again, I have to go over this document again. I said, oh, sorry about that. She was like, oh, why are you telling me sorry? You are not the cause of you know the issue. You are not the one who caused it, so you don't have to say sorry. I was like, what will I say then? He said, no, nothing. Just, I said, it's for me, it looks so odd, having, having to struggle with that kind of situation. So, if you are abroad, most especially where I am currently in the UK, if you are, working with a colleague, or you are with a colleague who happens to be a British, so you don't have to say sorry, for something that you did not cause. So if you are the one that actually caused that incident, then you can say sorry for doing that. To them, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any meaning. You saying sorry for something that you did not cause. So that is the first culture shock that I have to grapple with when I came over here. At times I would have even said sorry before I realized, oh, it is not appropriate. It is not something that is not an acceptable norm over here for you to say sorry over something that you did not cause. So that is something I have to learn over time, and I think I'm getting used to it gradually. Gradually, I'm getting used to it because it is not what we are used to. It is not our way of life. It is not what we were exposed to back in Nigeria. But yeah, with time, when you find yourself in Rome, you have to behave like a Roman. That is the first shock I had to grapple with. And the second one, back in Nigeria on Christmas days, it used to be something, a day of celebration, a day that you visit your neighbor, a day that you visit your families and friends. It's a day that everywhere will be like, oh, that is why in Nigeria we say, oh, every day is not Christmas, because we believe a Christmas day is usually a day that you enjoy yourself, a day that you have time to go out, you are permitted to go out, and but over here Christmas days are like the COVID-19 lockdown. If you experience the COVID-19 lockdown, when there was no movement of vehicles, there was no movement of people, there was nothing was allowed to move. The same thing is applicable over here. Christmas days, nobody goes out, no public transport, no shops open, nothing. If you want to buy anything on that day, you cannot get it. You cannot get it. If you want to buy anything on that day, you will not get it because there is no shop that will open for that day. And on Christmas Day, definitely uh, everybody will have to, like, okay, you would have prepared yourself before the Christmas Day, what you are going to eat, what you are going to prepare for the day. You would have bought everything in your house before the Christmas Day. If not, you will be starving yourself for that day. I could remember, my first Christmas here in the UK. It was on a Sunday, so I was going to church, and my plan was to get to the bus stop, get a bus, and find my way to the church. On getting to the bus stop, I discovered that there was no bus. Even the dashboard, because here you get to the bus stop, there's a dashboard that you have to check to see when the next available bus will be coming. So it was, you know, a day I had to trek to church because there was no bus. And unfortunately, if you say, oh, let me take a taxi, you are going to pay double, because these taxi drivers, they know that there is no public transport, and anybody that wants to go out on this day, you must be ready. It must be that, oh, where you are going to is very, very important to you. That is why you plan to go out. So if you want to go out, definitely you are going to pay through your nose. You are definitely going to pay through your nose. So a place that normally they charge like maybe £10, they might likely charge you 18 to £20 for that same journey. So, and for you, most especially international students in the UK here, that you just have to like struggle and grapple with a little amount of money that you have on you. So you won't want to say, oh, you take taxi on that day. So you have to trek. So that day I had to trek to church. I even had to call my friend, one of my friend, that, oh, can I come to your house? Maybe we can go out and go out somewhere to go and maybe to a restaurant to go and eat and stuff like that. He told me he was just coming from the city center. He thought the shops would open, but unfortunately, when he got there, there was none. Nobody opened. Everywhere was deserted. Everywhere was deserted. There was no movement. There was no shop opening. Nobody. So to them, to an average British person, a Christmas day is a day that you have to spend with your family, a day that you have to stay at home with your family. People that you really really cherish so well, people that you think, oh, you have missed so well. So this is a day that you have time to bond with them and have time to play with them. The only people that can say, oh, they want to go out, maybe you have your own personal car, good, you can actually go out. But if not, you definitely have to pay through your nose to to go out. Yeah, thank you, my brother Adabi Akayemi. I'm happy to see you join this live session. Thank you very much. This is a brother, we've known ourselves from Nigeria, although not physically, but I thank God for reuniting us again. God bless you, bro. Yeah, so another culture shock that I witnessed, coming to the country, the UK, is the weather. UK weather is nobody's friend. Yeah, UK weather is nobody's friend. It's nobody's friend. You can see even currently the way I'm dressed. I'm in my room and I'm still dressed this way. If it were to be in Nigeria, you cannot. I remember when I was in Nigeria, once I come back from work after shower, I have to just put on my singlet and my shorts. But here I can't. The only time I wear short is during summer. The only time I wear short knicker is during summer. But after summer, and summer is around maybe May to maybe September. So after summer, it's gone. So you have to, cook yourself. You have to, you know, put yourself under a lot of clothing in order to get yourself preserved from the cold. So this is an environment whereby, if you are going out, you need to really, really dress very, very well. Yeah, back in Nigeria, we don't know how to dress, you know, like wearing two trousers, wearing three trousers. But over here, you cannot go out wearing just one trouser. You have to wear like two, three, if possible, trousers. Even with that, you will still be, feeling the cold. Aside from the trousers, you have to wear, good thermal wears, good thermal wears that will be able to preserve you from the cold. So those are some of the life. There was a time, maybe sometimes ago, about 3 months ago, somebody said, "Oh, Prof, you are now very fat. You are this." I said, "Me fat? I'm not fat. Oh, it's because of what You are only seeing what is on the outside. You are not seeing what is on the inside. The fatness is as a result of the everything I put together. Because going out, you have to wear like 4 5 shirts, and not ordinary shirts, very thick and warmed out, so that it will be able to keep you warm. Your head warmer will be there. You still have to put on your hoodie. You look like a modern food for Lagos. So those are some of the shock. But back in Nigeria, you cannot even wearing shirt and trousers tucked in and with your tie on, you still be feeling the heat. So over here, there when the real winter comes, we have to grapple with about -10, -12 degree. At times it rises up to -15 degree. And when we talk about minus, you know what it means. It is really, really freezing, really, really very cold. Unlike in Nigeria, I know currently in Nigeria it should be around 30 something degree. You know, there's nothing like anything like for you to worry about. But so it took me a long while for me to, acclimatize myself with the weather over here. I could remember, I could remember the day I landed here in the UK. It was really, really during the winter. That was in October. The weather, it was like, when I dropped at the bus station, I wanted to call my friend, to let him know, oh, I'm here, please, could you come and pick me so that we could go to the house together. Oh, I could not hold my phone, I could not press my phone to just dial the number to call. My hands were shivering, I was shaking. you know Bro Yemi Agbabiaka, I think you can testify because you are also abroad. You can testify to what I'm saying. Yeah, you can drop that in the comment section to corroborate what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, I found it difficult, to dial the number, my friend's number, in order to call him. Why? Because my fingers were froze. My fingers were froze. I could not call. So luckily, before then I had to wait for like 30 minutes, and I was shaking under that excruciating cold. So luckily, and another thing is, when you see taxi, you cannot just call taxi. Say, oh, please, I'm going to so 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 place. Oh, I'm going to so so. No, you have to go online, book for the taxi. And for me, as an immigrant, somebody who just landed, I don't even know how to do the booking. I don't know which number to call. So I was there. Any taxi that comes to drop people, I will say, please, I'm going to social address. Can you? They will just zoom off. One of them just, luckily one of them who was a nice guy, said, bros, you cannot just call a taxi. You have to book online. I said, what? So after waiting for like 30 minutes, a guy came, dropped one passenger, and when I looked in, I saw it was a black person. I moved closer to the guy and I said, bro, please, this is my condition. Luckily, he was a Nigerian. I said, what? God. Yeah, thank you, bro Yemi. Yeah, it was a Nigerian. And the guy happened to be an Igbo guy. No, I started speaking our pidgin. Oh, bros, how far now? Oh, this. He asked me, where are you going to? And I told him, said, oh, okay, come into the car. And luckily the guy just, I told him everything. He just, drove me home. Unfortunately, where I was even going to was not far. It is even within a trackable distance. But because you are in an environment where you don't know, so the guy, God just sent him to me like an angel to rescue me from that cold. So he just drove me home, and that was it. So the weather is another thing that shocked me. And after some days in the UK, you see my leg. My leg was becoming like that of a fish that has scales all over because of cold. No. So it was until after some time that people started telling me how to live, how to adapt, what to wear, what not to wear. So I started, adapting to that style, and all those things, went off, and I didn't see them again. And another thing is, you have to make vitamin C and vitamin D your friend. You have to make vitamin D your friend. In Nigeria or in Africa, we are exposed to a lot of sunshine, so we don't even need vitamin D. But over here, there's nothing like sun, so we need a lot of vitamin D in order to keep ourselves, in order to build our bones, in order for us to, not to expose ourselves to cold, and for the cold not to affect us. Yeah, bro, Yemi, say I was just telling some Niger friends on our WhatsApp group that here, that I just hope say heaven no go cold like this place. If not, some people will jackpot to hellfire to the tap it. Yes, oh, you are very right. Any available place that you can catch that heat, you just have to stay there, to catch the heat. Seriously, I believe heaven cannot be this cold. Definitely, it's going to be an enjoyable paradise for us. Yeah. So that is it. We have to, buy vitamin D, buy vitamin C to, help our bones, and because when you are exposed to too much cold, your bones begin to, pain you. You begin to feel pains. But over times, I became used to it. I became adapted to it. So it's no more something to worry myself about, because over time you begin to get used to the system and the culture. So that is another another thing that shocked me while I came over here. You know, like today now, the weather is becoming, so, intense. Like as at this morning, it was like -2 degree. At the time, it dropped to -1 degree. So, and even for us in the UK, we are still learning. Our code in the UK here is still learning. We are not even anywhere near. If you go to, like somebody in Canada was sharing his experience that in Canada as at today it was around -42, -45. You can imagine how intense that will be like. So that is another thing that I had to grapple with, you know, when I came over here. And another thing that shocked me, like when I started the video, is not putting please at the end of every statement you make. Not putting please at the end of every sentence that you make. Who you help back in Nigeria? Who you help? I want to buy bread. What was my business? I'm paying for the bread, so bloody don't care if you know. But over here, even though you are paying for that service, even though you are paying for that goods, you still have to say, please, I want to buy bread. Could you give me bread, please? Could you help me change this, please? It is something that I have to grapple with over time. Like I cited earlier, at work, maybe during dining time, you go to the dining, you want to order for your food, and you say, oh, they ask you what do you want to eat, and you say, give me rice, beans, and chicken. The lady was like, oh, what's wrong? You are so rude. You can't even say please, no, please, no, please. I said, you know, I had to apologize, because it's their culture. It's their culture. And you have to just, adapt yourself to the culture in order for you to be able to, integrate easily and to be able to help yourself. So, but, it is a kind of norm that we were not exposed to in Nigeria. We were not used to that kind of system, you know. They see it as being rude, but to us, it is not. It's a normal way of life. It's a normal way of life. So that is another thing that shocked me. So I have to, like, over time, struggle and struggle and struggle in order to get used to that system. Then the fifth one, which for me is very, very important, is that okay, okay, brother, me, one of my shock here too was the greeting. You say good morning, and they are just looking at you, or they just say, "You alright?" Yeah, 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 yeah. That's another shock, Uh, for us back in Africa, Nigeria precisely, you greet people based on the time you have. Good morning if you are in the morning, good afternoon if you are in the afternoon, good evening if it was, evening or late at night. But over here, no, you don't say that. You don't say good morning. You don't say it's just a few of them that would say good morning to you. They don't say good morning. Maybe you just get to your office and you see your money and say, "Oh, good morning." Good morning. No, nothing concern them. Hello, hi, you alright? That's it. Hello, hi, you alright? You okay? That's it. That's their greeting. They don't say good morning. And another thing before I leave that one is when you know You see your manager and you say, "Good morning, sir," or "Good morning, ma." It's none of their business. Why would you be saying sir, ma, sir, ma? No, 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 no. They don't. You call your manager by name. Good morning, John. How are you doing, John? Good morning, Rose. How are you doing? You okay? You alright? It doesn't they that is their own way of life. But in Nigeria, they don't born you well. You are seeing your manager for the first time and you are calling your manager by name. You feel like say you don't get another job. You just came to the office in the morning and you saw your manager. You say, "Oh, good morning, John. Good morning, Mary." Oh, before you start work that day, your query is already waiting for you. How dare you? I could remember even when back back in the school, your professors, you dare not, you cannot say, "Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma," to your professors or to your lecturers. It doesn't concern them. You call them by their names, even if they are professors, even whatever their titles may be, and they don't appreciate you calling them professor, calling them this. No, 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 doctor. No, 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 doctor. No. Just call them their name. They are fine. They are fine. Just call them. But back in Nigeria, if you are meeting your manager for the first time in the morning and you now say, "Oh, good morning, John," you are in big soup. Those issues, that you were not party to, they will help you to cook it, and that day your query will be so long that you have to answer because you call your manager by name. But here I discover that they take life so easy, so easy. Even a child can call their father, children, they call their father by their name. "Hi, John. Hi, Mary. You alright? You okay?" So those are some of the things that, for me personally, I have to struggle with, I have to grapple with, because it is a kind of system, and spending over 30 years in a particular system, you would have been so grounded in that kind of convention. So now over here, it's something that I have to struggle with over time before I become. In fact, when I see some of my colleagues, when I see them call the manager by name, I'll be like, are you? What's wrong with you? How dare you call manager, our manager, by name? I will be like, the thing will enter my body that, oh, these people no get respect. Oh, these people no, what did they do them? So over time, I have to adjust. I have to adapt to the system, and because when I see that, oh, the managers are not even bothered, that's what everybody does. So good. So I call my manager by name, and they don't see manager as somebody who is different from the other staff. No, even the managers, that you are a junior staff, you can even be wearing something better than the manager. It doesn't concern them. Unlike in Nigeria, you cannot dress more than your manager. You are in trouble. You dey show abi. You wan show say you get money. If you dress pass your, I remember, back in Nigeria, one of my colleagues then, if you see this guy, the way the guy dresses, oh my God, the guy wears better suit, and the guy can't get body, get body join. If the first day I met the guy, I even thought he was the manager. I thought he was the manager. I never knew he was even at the lowest rank, the most junior staff in the office. You won't believe that because of the way this guy dresses, they cooked issues for him. They planned issues. They said maybe the guy is stealing money to buy all those things. Maybe he's doing fraud. Those are some of the things. But over here, no, nobody cares. Nobody cares. They don't. But the bloody don't care if you like whatever you wear. There's nothing. Nobody is concerned. So those are some of the shocks, over here that I have to grapple with, you know. And another thing is, back in Nigeria, we are kind of, we like fertility, we like, wearing clothes, wearing to show off, wearing shoes, wearing, competing. Say, no, you wear to match. Yellow must go with yellow. So when you wear white shirt, your trouser must be black and your shoe must, maybe match your belt, especially the ladies. So there's nothing like competition over here. You are not even there's nobody to compete with. Either you are poor or you are rich. Everybody is the same. Everybody is the same. In fact, since I come over here, I have never seen all those big, big cars that I used to see in Nigeria. All those big, big, big cars. I've never seen them. All those mighty jeep that you see, somebody will just cruise over you and pour sand in your face. I've never seen those kind of cars over here. The cars everybody drives, they are all those small, small cars. And life continues. So over here, the people that wear expensive clothes, better clothes, that dress well when they go out, they are, Africans. They go out, they dress well, because of where we are coming from, we are used to, dressing well, we dress, but, you know, these are people, they don't send you, and nobody, they look anybody. Nobody is, if you like, whatever you like, you wear. Nobody is looking at you. Nobody is looking at you. In fact, now we will be immigrant. Now we they look at ourselves. Now we they look at them, say, oh, see waiting way, see waiting this one way, see wait. Nobody send you because the money you are making, you are not making that money for me. The most important thing here is I'm feeding my family and you are feeding your family. You are not the one feeding my family. And I'm not the one feeding your family. So everybody is independent. Everybody is the manager of his own. So nobody cares. But back in Africa, oh, we dress to kill. We dress to kill. We dress to compete. We just want to show. It is good. It is good. I remember, I attended an interview sometimes ago. During when I was going for the interview, as Africans now, Nigerians, I was, suited up. I just, my suit was like I was going for United Nations interview. So when I got there, I saw the people that would interview me. I was like, what be this? See waiting them way. Even people who are gates man for Nigeria, they no go feel wear that kind of thing. They no send anybody. After the interview, they were just making jest of me. They were just laughing, saying, "Look at you. You look good. You are well dressed." I said, "Oh, thank you." You know, so nobody cares. Nobody cares. If you like, be wearing the same clothes every day. You can wear the same clothes every day. Nobody send you. In fact, they wear just one shoe all through. When that shoe spoil, they throw it away and buy another one. When that one spoil, they throw it away and buy another one. But for us, if you see our wardrobe, you see shoe plenty. We have shoe, different colors that matches our clothes. So, but for them, it is none of their business. So those are some of the shocks, for me that I have to, learn to adapt with, to acclimatize with. And another shock, for me is the food. That's another shock. Please, if you can hear me, please kindly type I can hear you so that I will not be the only one speaking or talking to myself. Sorry. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, if you can hear me, please. So that's another shock that and even currently I'm still battling with it is the food. Is the food. I used to ask people which food do they even eat here? Which food do they even have here? Because for me, I have never seen the food. Is eating snacks food? Eating leaf? Is it food? So for me, I think their food is what I still struggle. Even when I'm at work, they say, "Oh, why don't you want to eat our food? What's the problem?" I said, "Well, I'm still learning. I'm still learning." But the truth of the matter is, you cannot compare, a Yoruba man wey don grow inside fufu, inside amala, inside pounded yam, inside eba with ogbono soup. So you now say I should be eating snacks, having gone to work, come back, and the next food to eat is snacks. The next food is pizza. Yeah, thank you for that confirmation. Yeah, you can hear me. Thank you. So you now tell me to be eating pizza, to be eating burger, to be eating, you know, it is not our style. It is not our way. So we have a lot. That's another issue that I'm still up to today, and I don't think I will ever change because if it is not amala, it can never be amala. If it is not eba, it can never be eba. If it is not pounded yam, honestly, though there is no pounded yam here, but we still dey manage pando yam. Okay, I'm still looking for amala fast food joint too. Oh, bros, don't worry. I will send you where you can get amala, hot amala with gbegiri and ewedu. Yeah. During Christmas Day, one of my friends, reached out to me and said, "Oh, bro, if you want to eat amala, if you want to eat gbegiri, there's a place where they say." So I quickly placed one. I said, "What amala and gbegiri?" Oh, I quickly placed an order, and they delivered to me with ogunfe meat. So if you are interested, I can send you the link and you try it out to see if you like it. Yeah. So that is that is another thing. So like I said, though there's nothing like pounded yam here, but the truth of the matter is, we still dey manage our pando yam. So I can still manage pando yam instead of eating snacks, pizza. So those are some of the things that I have been struggling with over time, which for me, I know with time I will definitely get over it. So uh, for this series, I will be stopping here. Yeah, I will be stopping here. I think I will do the part 2 of this video so that it will not be too long. I don't want it to be more than maybe something around 1 hour so that it will not be too boring for people to watch. So I will be stopping this video here for tonight. Anytime I'm able to come back online, I have a lot to share, a lot. The Nigerian road is another issue. Nigeria has very wide road. Our roads in Nigeria are very, very wide, but here very tiny road. But the truth of the matter is, even at that, their roads are very tiny, very, very tiny, that it will hardly contain two vehicles, one go come. It will hardly contain two. At times one vehicle will even have to wait for another to pass. But however, I have never seen any accident since I came over here. I have never seen any accident. It has never happened. But in Nigeria, as big, as wide as our roads are, every day by day you see accident happening. So what is the cause? Why? A lot of things go into it. One, bad road over in Nigeria, the poor state of the road. Another thing is drivers, people who are not experienced drivers are all over the road, and they are carrying people even without license. They are all over the roads in Nigeria. Over here you cannot drive without license. It is not possible. It is not possible. It is not possible. And you cannot drink and drive. It is not possible. You are drinking and you are driving. No, it's not possible. Not possible. So those are some of the factors that are responsible for a lot of accidents, even with our big roads, even in Nigeria, we still have dualized road. They divide the road into two. So the one that is going by the left, goes on its own, and also the one coming by the right also, they are divided. But here, they pass through the same one road, but accidents are limited. And back in Nigeria, you see trailers can pass anywhere. In fact, if there is a way in your compound, you see trailers can pass through your compound. Since I came over here, I've never seen a trailer in the city. I've never seen a trailer pass through the city. No, 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 no. They are being regulated. They have times that they work. I don't know, maybe they work at night, or I don't know, but I have never seen them. Trailers. Because they care for the people, they care for their people. The life of the people here matters most. Welfare of the people matters most over here. If one person die here, it will be like the whole of the United Kingdom is dead. If one person, or maybe a driver, kills one person, that driver, you should just forget it. That a driver will kill somebody in Nigeria and nothing will happen. If it happens here, that person is going to jail. So those are some of the issues. And like I said, the welfare of the people matters a lot for the government. If pedestrians, if they are walking on the street, you see all vehicles coming, or maybe you want to cross the road. I shared a video recently. You want to cross the road, all vehicles coming, we have to wait for you as a pedestrian. You want to cross the road like this, the one coming by the left, the one coming by the right, they will all stop for you. Like this morning, I was taking my daughter to school, and she was ahead of me. When she got to the road where to cross to the other side, I was not there. Even the drivers coming, they didn't see me coming because there was a building blocking us. So all the drivers waited. They stopped for her because they know it is dangerous. You cannot. It is a violation of human rights. You cannot, because they know if anything happens, they are in trouble. They are in trouble. So if you want to cross the road, all vehicles, even if it is government vehicle, they will wait. All of them. If president is coming, they will wait. They believe in him. They value human life. The welfareism of people is very, very important, very paramount in their hearts. The welfare of people. They believe that pedestrians have power even more than people driving. And that is why it is very important that before you start driving, you have gone through a lot of training, a lot of lessons, before they give you driver's license. Driver's license that are in Nigeria, even people in your bedroom, they will bring your license to you. Before you start driving here, some people, they will go for tests, they will fail and fail and fail and fail and fail and fail. They get tired and they stop, writing the test. So that is why the system is, so perfect. So we pray that sometime, someday, Nigeria will be better, and it will be a country that other people all over the world will be making reference to. That although it was this, but now we are better. And I believe that there is going to be better days ahead. Yeah, there was a police chase in my area last month that led to the death of one person. All through the day, there was traffic everywhere because many roads were blocked. You can see. Because a life was lost. I agree with you that they value life so much here. Very well. Very, very well. Very, very well. They do everything possible to ensure that people are protected. People are protected. You hardly hear that one trailer fall and petrol kill people, fire burn, this do, this, that. You will not, you can, I have never had it. That one trailer was passing one bridge and it fell down and it exploded and people, it is not, it can never happen. Look at this comment now. Because one person died, a life is lost. So they will make sure that they find the root of that matter and there's justice. I remember my pastor's wife shared a story with me someday. She was driving and she didn't know that somebody wanted to cross. I thought it was at night. No, two people wanted to cross. So one person had crossed. She didn't know that there were two. Yeah. The first person had crossed because she stopped for the first person to pass. As that person passed, then she accelerated and moved. As she moved, the other person entered road. Maybe that one don't drink sef, we don't know. And this woman hit him. Fell down on the road. Wow. For her, she thought, oh, it is over. But as God will have it, this person, stood up and the guy, the way she described the situation, you won't even know that anything happened to him. The guy just stood up and started walking and left. Even the passers-by, they were already calling the police. Before the police came, the guy had even gone. So nobody even knew anything happened. And people say, madam, you can go, no issue. So that is the way it is over here. That is it. Lives of people are valued. And another thing, before I end it, very funny, is they value their pets. Animals are valued here, just as human beings. In fact, some people may choose not to have children. So far, they have animals, they have pets, they have dogs, they have cats. They don't care. They are okay. They are okay. They might not. They value animal. You see, maybe a squirrel moving in your compound and say, "Oh, see squirrel! You now kill the squirrel. You are in trouble." You kill the squirrel, you hit it. I heard a story of somebody who killed a squirrel, and at the end of the day, police arrested him. So, for you to know that life, whatever. I was in the office one day and I saw a fly. I saw a fly and I wanted to kill it. My colleague said, no, don't kill it. Why do you want to kill it? I said, but it's not good in the office. He said, who says? I was like, which kind of rubbish be this one? So those are some of the things, it is shocking, coming from the background of where I came from, and in this new system, so many things, that you have to contend with. But as humans, adaptability is very, very important. You need to adapt, you need to learn, you need to, pick the culture, you need to integrate, so that uh, you will not violate the rules of the society, so that you not be found wanting, and one thing can lead to another thing. So I wish everybody best of luck, and I pray that Nigeria will be a great country very, very soon. I'm rooting for the country. There's no place like home. I'm rooting for Nigeria, and we do pray for Nigeria, that because Nigeria is our home. Nigeria is where we have our people, everybody, our parents, our sisters, our siblings, our friends. We have a lot of people. We have a lot in Nigeria, and we are rooting for Nigeria, and we believe that there's going to be a change in Nigeria very, very soon. There's going to be a change that would transform the trajectory of the country, that will make us, one of the forces to reckon with among the community of nations. Thank you very much for chatting with me this evening, and I hope to see you next time when I come online. Thank you, Sister Nasirat Bentolawa, Bro Agbabi Akayemi. I really appreciate you joining this session. And my sister Roslyn, thank you for joining. Uh, Sonny Ibukunoluwa Molade, thank you. Yeah, if you could share where you are watching from, please do so that I will know very well. Yeah, thank you everybody. Thank you, and for those who that will still watch this session later, thank you for watching. God bless you. Please do where to like and comment. It will help to recommend the video to people who might be interested. I'm really planning on a lot of stuff. I'm really planning on a lot of projects to bring to our doorstep. So please keep your eye on my profile. Keep your eye on this space. A lot of things I'm working on and that I know will be benefiting. I mean beneficial to everybody. You know that will be beneficial to us all, no matter where you are in the world. This year 2024 is a year that should bring about positive change in our lives. And I discovered that many of us, we have the ability, we have the capacity, and we have the resources, but we don't know how to maximize it. So some of those things I'm working on, and I will be bringing to us one after the other, so that at the end of the day, we would benefit. Is a way for me as a person. It's a kind of corporate responsibility that I've chosen as a person to do in order to help our people back in Nigeria, in order to make people realize their goals, in order to, some of us, we just need somebody to push us. We just need somebody to tell us, oh, do this. I could remember there was a time I always needed somebody to tell me what to do. I always, look up to people to say, oh, why don't you do this? And once they tell me, I become, ignited. I become so inspired, and once I do it, I succeed. And this is one of the things I believe some people also. And I'm a Christian. Sorry, I want to quote the Bible. The Bible says, "My people perish for lack of knowledge." The reason why some people are still where they are currently is because they don't have access to information. They don't have people to ginger them. Like we used to say back in Nigeria, we don't have people that will, spike them to, spur them to action. So that is what I think I want to be doing as time goes on. So just keep an eye on my page. You definitely stand a chance to get the best of information here. With what you have, I know for you to be able to join this live session, you have what it takes to succeed. You have the skills, you have the resources. It is only the only thing that is needed, that is next for you to to do is to tap into it, activate it, and you see yourself up there. And I believe the sky is beyond the limit. Thank you, Ayotobi Vivek Olu. Yeah, thank you for joining. Please, can you comment if you can hear this broadcast? Let me hear you. Let me see the comment if you can hear me clearly. Uh, Thank you very much. I want to wrap up now. Hopefully, we would still make it a date sometimes very soon. It's going to be a busy week for me. It's going to be a busy time. So apologies if I can't come up tomorrow or anytime soon, but I know before the end of this week I should still be able to come back. So thank you very much. God bless you. Keep a tap on this profile. Hope to see you sometimes again. Have a good night.